Some families are worried about proposed federal cuts to funds that help them buy food. Congress is considering slashing benefits like the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. Texas Health and Human Services data shows nearly 3.6 million people rely on SNAP across the state. As KXAN investigator Arzo Dost explains, food pantries are already scrambling to keep up with the growing demand, and now they're bracing for more impact.
We have lamb shank.
Look at you. See, I knew you guys would find something.
Cherie Seeley's list is limited.
It's hard to read.
The breast cancer survivor from Liberty Hill says she can only eat certain things.
It's natural, organic, whatever, because of the cancer.
She says the few items she's able to take from Hill Country Community Ministries in Leander will help, especially after her SNAP benefits were cut earlier this year.
They took off $30 on my SNAP. You don't want to hear on camera what I say about that. It's wrong. It's dead wrong. If you're going to cut stuff, look at who you're cutting.
The food pantry is seeing a surge in families in need.
We are seeing already about an 11 to 12% increase year to date. Last year we served 140,000 people. So you figure about 10% increase or so. We're going to probably serve 150,000 people this next year, which is insane. I mean, out of this tiny food pantry.
What could potential SNAP cuts mean for Texas families?
For every meal our food banks are able to put on the table, SNAP puts 9 meals. So any cut, even a small cut, can really affect, can lead to people losing benefits, and then that leads to more strain on our resources.
Feeding Texas, the state association of food banks, says resources are already stretched. The nonprofit explained that recently the U.S. Department of Agriculture halted millions of dollars worth of deliveries to food banks. The anti-hunger organization shared data from the Texas Department of Agriculture that shows nearly 400 deliveries, including meat, eggs, dairy, and canned vegetables, were canceled statewide in March. They estimate these deliveries were equal to around 270 truckloads of food, valued at about $19.2 million. Feeding Texas says that makes it hard for the food banks in its network, like the Central Texas Food Bank, to meet the current demand, especially with higher food prices.
It's some of the most nutritious food that we can distribute. In some cases, food banks, that makes up about a quarter to a third of their inventory.
Can I do these two?
Seeley says even with SNAP benefits, she's barely getting by.
My income is 1,640 some cents for the month. Can you live on that? No. And then they want to cut the other stuff? No. So don't ask me to say what I think.
Arzo Dost,
Take care.
KXAN investigates.
And we did ask the Texas Department of Agriculture about the impact of those canceled deliveries. The commissioner says the cuts are intended to eliminate fraud, abuse, and waste across the country, and Texas does not depend on the funding to maintain a strong program. Now, also, when it comes to fraud and abuse of SNAP benefits, the state inspector general is going after those in violation. To read more about the number of investigations and how much money has been recovered in SNAP overpayments, just head to KXAN.com and click on this story.